Hello everyone, Skippy here, and welcome to One Piece episode 929, directed by Yasunori Koyama from Kohei Kureta's board, and supervised by Hirotaka Ito and Eisaku Inoue. With a storyboard from our co-series director being executed by one of the best episode directors, 929 is looking fairly promising for a transitional episode. Kureta's vibrant compositions and extremely powerful low angles seem to be as present as ever, which should make it easy for Koyama to execute it on screen due to his knack for directing engaging episodes with fantastic usage of atmosphere and color choices, with Inoue's nostalgic Water 7 style that's mixed with Oda's more modern art, and Ito's very wild and expressive corrections with very sharp line work. We should be in for quite the treat despite the source material being the least exciting out of what's coming up. So will episode 929 be every bit as solid as it should be given the staff? Well, let's make our way to Udon and find out. This episode covers the first 12 pages of chapter 934, and while the main events are kept intact and are faithfully interpreted, they're all actually fairly rearranged a bit and are peppered with filler from top to bottom. Going from small stuff like Frankie and Usopp attacking Sanji, to quite large stuff like setting up the scene at Udon with Luffy talking with Hyo and giving him more meal tickets. So the scene as a whole feels a lot less sudden, and so we actually see Luffy react to the hell that he is going through instead of it being off-screen. Now, while I didn't necessarily mind how the original chapter went about things, I think that the filler that the anime adds here all feels rightfully placed and doesn't feel out of left field, which overall makes it a fairly competently done alternative to the source material. Sure, some sections of the content can feel like they're more or less padding for time, like some of the moments with Chopper's group, but there's just something about how it all threads together that doesn't really make it all that distracting or less of a story than what Oda set the stage with, bringing forth some satisfactory adaptation that I can't really fault because of what it adds to an already sound experience. 929's board isn't one that I'd call Kureta's absolute best, but as expected, it contains that ever so vibrant series director touch that makes it quite the sight. With extreme high and low angles and cool compositions in scenes like Robin's self-deprecation in the map of Wano that add some vibrant visual storytelling to complement the already in place dialogue, Kureta makes a rather normal episode look visually pleasing without demanding much from the animation staff on board, with Koyama's own execution of it only furthering it even more, by adding his usual ambient lighting and colors that help add to the drama and weight of the prison section, along with his very atmospheric uses of music and sound effects in the setting of Ringo. Inoue and Ito are certainly not as large of a component as initially thought, likely due to the schedule of the episode, but their corrections are quite strong whenever they have a large presence, and only help 929 become the episode that I expected it to be. Not amazing, but very, very competently done. The content covered within it wasn't really the most exciting thing known to man, especially given where it cut off, but that didn't stop 929 from doing the best that it could with what it had to deliver a polished episode from all angles. And next week we should be seeing more of the same of that with episode 930. Yusuke Suzuki certainly isn't the best director in the world, but his most recent episode was quite the improvement for him. And Akitaro Daichi coming in with his third storyboard on the series should only help matters more. Masahiro Shimanuki's usual rough and jagged art may be at the forefront of it all, but that shouldn't stop the episode from reaching the highest of highs that it possibly can. Anyways guys, that's it for now. I'm Skippy, and Robin is now officially a god of destruction with that purple aura.